up? Hello. So, think about toning down on drinking as I take a sip of that delicious, delicious Blue Point Lager. Blue Point Lager. Who wants to feel feelings? They don't actually pay me to say that. But the reason why I want to sort of slow down with drinking is I'm getting older. Like, I'm going to be 25 in November, which I understand is not that old, but for me it feels old. And hangovers when you're 24 are like the real deal. You know, I'm not 19 anymore. I have an amazing bounce back ability where I have like a Gatorade and like a bacon, egg, and cheese, and I'm good. Like, I have hangovers now where I think I'm gonna die. And not like, oh, guys, I'm gonna die, like over dramatic, like, no, there's a legitimate chance I might not make it through this. Like, back in March, I had the worst hangover of my entire life. I was in fraternity in college. We had this like big alumni gala thing, big dated function, and you know, big events like that, invitations go out a couple months in advance. So I RSVP around Christmas time. At the time, I'm dating a girl. I'm like, let me put her down as my +1. It's one of those fancy things where you like send in your check and they ask the name of your +1s. They can make like an invite card, you know, stuff like that. Fast forward to January, she dumps me. I got forgetting Sarah Marshall. That's a real thing. This is an actual sentence I said. I don't want to put pants on because then it means it's actually over. That's something that happened. So March rolls around. It's this big event. I'm flying solo. I agreed to go to a pregame with all of my friends in serious relationships months beforehand. So I roll up to this thing. I'm the 7th wheel, which is just an absolute joy. And they're like, you know, trying to make polite conversation, being like, hey man, like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm great. This is great shrimp cocktail. Where'd you guys get this cocktail sauce? You know, sometimes with the cocktail sauce, it's like there's too much horseradish, but this one, it's like a kick, but it's like, yeah. On the inside, I'm like, kill me now. Like, we're on the 4th floor. If I jump out the window, will that kill me? Or am I just gonna do really, really serious harm to the lower half of my body? Really more looking for the former rather than the latter. So we go to this thing, like the pregame's over. I've had like 4 shrimp, that's all. That's my caloric intake for the day. We're at this event, everybody's drinking. You know, you get all your college friends together. It's not like, hey, you know what we should do? Drink responsibly. Wouldn't that be a hoot if we all just went out and had like 4 beers and a nice meal? No, everyone's like, you get shots, we're gonna do shots. Everyone's getting crazy drunk. And one of the first people I see at this event is a girl who, I wasn't like friends with her in college, but we were acquaintances. And I roll in, I'm like, hey Julia, good to see you. And she's like, ah, Jack, good to see you still hate yourself. It was the first thing she said to me, and my response to that was like, ha ha, and I walked away, because it was very on the nose. We have another, So, long story short, there's this beautiful buffet spread. I touch none of it. I have a brownie and 2 miniature crab cakes. Strong, strong meal when you're having about, I don't know, 13 beers and 4 shots. The next day, I wake up at 10. I'm sweating somehow. You know, I have air conditioning on high. My heart rate's like 197 beats per minute. I legitimately, again, think I'm gonna die. I fall back asleep until about 3:30. Finally, around 4:21 p.m., I muster the strength to roll out of bed. And I throw on a nice, you know, class it up $7 Walmart sweatshirt, pair of Walmart sweatpants with a hole in the butt, pair of Sperry's, you know, for class. And I walk across the street to Burger King. Now, at this point in my life, I'm a frequent enough customer at Burger King where they know my order on site, which is not really a great brag. It's like, your life's not going awesome when you walk into Burger King really hungover, and the little, perhaps Guatemalan, El Salvadorian, I don't know where she's from, Central American woman goes, hey, number 12, medium buffalo sauce, and you're like so hungover that you're like, thank you for seeing the state I'm in, because I can't verbally engage in commerce right now. So I literally just went like, yeah, you know, let's make it a large. And I went back to my apartment and I just shame-ate Burger King and passed out around 8:30. And that was the worst hangover I've ever had. Thanks guys, that's my time. Woo!